Hello. I pray that your Monday was filled with spaces and places of joy, of peace, of happiness. Here in the DMV, the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, we got about 8 inches of snow. And while it was beautiful to look at, I got exhausted shoveling it, but I got some help, and I'm very grateful for that. Today, I posted something that said, deep down, you just want to be loved in a way that calms your soul. Deep down, you just want to be loved in a way that calms your soul. And as I was thinking about what to write, I had so many thoughts, I decided, let me do a video about it. And so initially, when I first saw this, it made me think about how the ultimate partner, someone who's loving, kind, and respectful, and all those wonderful things, how having that would help to calm one's soul. But then as I began to think about it more, it kind of moved me to thinking about that's an awful lot to put on someone else, the calming of your soul. And I began to think about that maybe the person who can calm your soul is you. That, maybe if we begin to learn to appreciate ourselves, if we begin to accept ourselves with all of our bumps and bruises and beautiful pieces and all the many pieces that make up the mosaic that is you, if we can begin to just love ourselves, that could immediately begin to calm our soul. It would calm some of our anxieties. It would calm some of our fears. It would help us to not be so anxious. But then, this is how my mind works. But then I began to think about little children. And I began to think about little children who really begin to blossom when quality attention is played is directed towards them. Have you ever noticed if you see a child and you begin to interact with them or make them feel special, they begin to bloom, they begin to smile, they begin to just giggle all over themselves, they begin to, I don't know, just come to their fullness in their experience with you. And it all started with how you nurtured their soul. And I believe that's also true with adults. There are some adults who are so withdrawn and so fearful and have such high anxiety, but when others begin to pour into them, when someone begins to acknowledge their humanity, when someone begins to say, you know what, I see you, sis, I see you, brother man, when someone begins to simply notice and then begins to affirm that they have worth, that they have value, they too, these adults, begin to blossom. And the image I have is of a flower in like a slow-mo time frame that begins to slowly open and bloom to its fullest potential. So, like I said, I have many thoughts about this, many, many thoughts. So let's just kind of summarize by saying, you know, self love, learning to love and accept yourself can calm your soul in ways that you may not even be able to imagine. But also, when you are in relationship with someone who sees you and acknowledges you and says, sis, I accept you for who you are, brother man. I see the humanity in you. I see not just your flaws, but more importantly, I see all the beauty that you bring to a situation. I see you as a broken vessel, just the same way that I am. But I also see that even in your brokenness, that you are able to love, that you are able to be present, that you are able to nurture. All of that feeds our soul. So I would invite you to be open to having your soul fed. Some of us are so blocked up and so locked up and have been so hurt and so traumatized that we're not even open to having our souls calmed. And for those who have come to a place where your soul is calm, where you are able to just flow, where you are able to recognize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, then I invite you to be the calming force in the life of someone else, to be the one that says, I see you, I notice you, and you matter. Love you all and look forward to talking with you. Oh, by the way, I will not be have access necessarily to internet for a little while. So you may not see any posts from me. You probably will not. But just know that I am well. I am okay. This will begin on Thursday. I ask for your prayers as I am moving to a place where I'm going to a place where I can detox and I can restore and rejuvenate and allow myself to access and tap into all of the things that I want to that just needs to be reset. Just an intentional resetting. I will tell you a little bit more about it. I leave on Thursday, but until then, have a wonderful day. Find a place to smile, find a place to rest, find a place where your soul can be calmed. Love you. Bye bye.